What's going on, guys? My name is Logan with West Desert Wheeler. Welcome back. We are here to cover one of my RC competition runs in the North vs. South Utah RC Crawling Championship Series. This is round 3 in northern Utah. So the idea here is that there is a 3-part series in northern Utah, a 3-part series in southern Utah, and then we're going to have a 7th final round where north and south come together to compete against each other. It's going to be a great time. So this is the final series of northern Utah, and I'm looking forward to getting my last opportunity to get out there and lay down some awesome lines. My buddy Luke, you can find him on Instagram at Scumbag RC, laid down these courses along with Zach at Utah County Crawler. You can find him on Instagram there. Those guys put down some awesome courses. I had nothing to do with the course design here, but as part of the event host, I am keeping myself out of the championship runnings and whatnot, so I'm just there to have a good time and hang out with everybody and support the Northern Utah events. So let's take a look at my axial Capra with rear steer, cut and shut 2.2-inch modified tires. I've got Vanquish metal axles, an axial metal 3-gear transmission from Vanquish with the dig unit. This car is set up, and I've got a whole video that break it all down. I've got Deez shock bands on the front from Deez Company. Check out Deez Company on Instagram. Thank you very much, Dustin. That car is awesome with those Deez bands on here, and we're going to see them in effect in this video. Now, as awesome as this event is, it wouldn't be possible without our excellent event sponsors. Number 1, Rock Pirates RC. They have supported every event that I've ever held, and they've also supported all of the North events, so thank you very much, Rock Pirates RC. Reefs RC sent over a bunch of awesome products, from servos to lanyards to stickers, servo spacers to servo horns to servo winches, the Smart 900 servo, which is a winch and a servo. Super cool stuff. Thank you very much, Reefs. It is greatly appreciated. We've also had support from Spec RC, Sky RC, Deez Company, 816 Garage, and a whole bunch of other awesome guys. Mike from Sons of Crawl on Instagram. And if you don't notice, I like Instagram a lot, so be sure to check out my Instagram at West Desert Wheeler. But thanks to all of our awesome event sponsors like Joe Ropes. They also donated a bunch of lanyards that are awesome for your controller. I like mine a lot more than I thought I was going to, so be sure to check out Joe Ropes as well. All right, now that that's out of the way, we're going to get to it and run some courses, see how the Capra can handle some gates. Here we are. We got my buddy Tyson as the course judge on this one, and I am going to run up into this little ravine right here. Nice little V-notch wedge. I am going to be using both rear steer and dig because in our classes this is unlimited and I can run both. This isn't a class 3 event. This is an unlimited event. So if you have an MOA, you're welcome to use that. As I work my way up here, I'm going to use those little ledges and cracks to allow the car to run more of a flat line instead of an incline line to help that car make forward progress up the hill. Now that we're up at the top, we're going to have to drop down towards those cones, towards that crack. Now I don't want to get my tires trapped in there, and I need to land a tire against the rock where the gate is and be able to get my truck up and across this gap. Luckily, I have larger tires than most people, so I've got 5.25-inch height BFG Crawler 2.2-inch tires. No, those don't exist. You can't buy them. I had to have them custom made. But overall, really happy with the performance there. Gonna go ahead and throw it in dig just to pull that front end up and then work my rears back across, putting it back into 4-wheel drive. Sneaking my way through gate 2. That is one theme you'll see on this course, is that I am taking my time. We had a 6 or 7 minute time limit and I used up just about all of it, but I was able to finish in time. Spoiler. Working our way back up this ugly side hill, it is very steep. Those Deez Company bands holding the nose of the Capra down, because I've always felt that this car struggled on real steep climbs like that. I decided to go up and passenger out the top of that rock and then do my U-turn over there rather than trying to climb and make a 270-degree turn into gate 3. So now I'm kind of working my way downhill, keeping those rears nice and high and level, and then I've got the fronts up and planted before I work the rears down. Nice little ramp, gate number 3, not too bad at all. Now you got to pay attention here. You want to go out of 3 and up on top of this rock to avoid a really ugly climb that quite honestly might just not be possible. So here on gate number 4, we're making a transition from one big boulder onto across a gap and then onto a ledge on the far side. Pretty similar to gate 2, land one tire there, bring the tires across, don't hit the cones, work the rears into position where you want before you're there, and then drag the rears through. Nice and clean through 4, nothing going on there. Now this is a pretty wicked side hill. It's hard to tell, but I am lifting a tire right there. So almost rolled the car off the ledge there, so I was being sure to take my time and not fall all the way down. Gate number 5. It's a pretty simple one, but you know what? Never discount something like that. You could easily let that rear tire come in and grab that cone. The problem is I wanted to be headed more uphill instead of downhill. Decided to try and navigate downhill, and that rear end just didn't settle like I wanted it to. End up upside down, and I'm going to pick up my first point, which is an upright right here, and that is 5 points against my score. So low score wins. We're not doing any progression points. So right there, my total right now on course is 5 points. Gonna go all the way down to the bottom so that I don't roll anymore. Do my U-turn and shoot on up that hill again. Here we go, climbing up this rock. Tons of grip on this rock. These Proline G8 tires really hooking up and doing great. Cruising over to gate number 6, I believe is where we're on to now. All the way down to the far side. This one is a bit of a belly hanger, and it's steep too, so the car gets pretty vertical here, and it's a pretty tight gate for my car on Capra axles, and I don't run a particularly narrow setup. As I try and reverse here, I ended up bumping that cone as I was trying to get away from it, and using my rear steer and whatnot to try and wiggle away from gate number 6. I almost had the traction right here. Car starts hopping a little bit, and unfortunately bounces back down just a little bit. Get offline, and I'm not able to get this climb up. So I need to get out of here. I don't want to eat up a reverse. I end up flipping off of the obstacle, but again, we're not running progression, so once I kill that gate, I can move on. Luckily I didn't have to eat up a reverse, and luckily I didn't get another upright. That was just pure luck. That wasn't really skill there. Gate number 7, turning into it, little ledge on the driver's side. Cruise through it. Now I'm going to try and get a piece of this bonus right here, but not before I belly out myself on this rock for no reason at all. Using all 4-wheel steer, 2800 kV, and 3S power to try and get me out of there. Throw it in front dig, rip that car right back around, get me lined up for the bonus gate. A little bit of a crack on an angle coming up through this bonus gate. Trying to get my front tires to hook onto the ledge on that passenger side right next to the red cone, and just not quite getting the hook that I'm looking for to really sink that front end in there and get a good solid bite on the front end. Now, as those rears square up to that ledge, I decide, you know what, this car doesn't want it. I'm going to get out of this. I eat a reverse, so now my points are 6. And, I hit that last gate, so I had 15, and then I eat a reverse right there, so now my total is 16. Need to sneak through gate number 8 here, a steep downhill with a few little ledges and a pocket on that front passenger side near the gate number 8. Rear tires up in the air there, nice and controlled, bring it on down. I think I'm running 11% overdrive at this point in this car. Driving down the hill through 9, that one's pretty easy, just straight shot downhill. Now we've got gate 10, it's an off-camber corner, and you don't want to mess it up now. Get the fronts in there, hug number 10 as close as possible without hitting it. Bring the front up, and then swing the rears around. And as we were going ahead and calling the course right there, I decided to nudge it down with my foot and call that a course. Overall, I ended up picking up 16 points. I didn't get a bonus gate clean, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get any negative points towards my score on this run. So how was I feeling about it? I was kind of mediocre. I wasn't mad at how I did, but I wasn't real excited on how I did. I knew I left some room there for others to beat my score potentially on that course, and I'm sure a lot of drivers did. But as we're going into course number 2, I'm going to spoil it for you guys. I have my first ever perfect run, which the thumbnail of this video probably gave that away. But looking forward to showing and sharing this with you guys. These were not easy gates, but was just able to put it together just right with this Capra. So let's jump into course number 2 and take a look at how things go for us with the Capra. So Deez Company, Dustin is the one behind it. Dustin is the one judging me here. So thank you for your help here, Dustin. He's always out at the crawler events and is a very talented driver himself. He is usually on the podium at the end of every event. So keep an eye out for him. He's going places and his products are awesome. So you can always trust a company when the owners of the companies drive the hard lines, and Dustin certainly does that. Cruising up that steep hill, not a big deal. Cruising through gate 1, not a big deal. Kind of right here is my own little bonus line. I'm just trying to follow and chase this little ledge drop right there, get my tires placed just perfect. Monster truck over some weeds, dodge some boulders on my way into here. Now, on the passenger side of the truck here, I decided to run both my tires up onto that rock because if I didn't, there was potential to get bellied out, but I can use that rock to hold my car higher up in the air. You can see that front drop over, work my rear around, and keep my car off the belly. Work the rear again, side hill across here, and then I'm going to rotate and head up towards gate number 3. Some ugly terrain here, lots of pockets, lots of little ledges that can get you in trouble. Jumping up here, now we've got a drop into a crack, and we're going up the far wall. These can always be a little bit tricky when your rear tires end up at the bottom of that crack. You can easily end up flipping over backwards. Just sneaking the front tires through here, got the fronts up and over the top, so not going to be an issue with that one. Got the hook I needed. Steering just around it, watching the bulge of that tire. I almost got that gate. That one had me a little bit nervous. Now I throw it in front dig because I want to get down to this bonus line. Bonus line, I know I need to stay as close to that red cone as I can. And as we're working down into here, the front end's pushing a little bit due to those rear tires being pointed sideways. So I point them back into the face of that rock, and that's going to give me some forward movement up this hill. The car is very off camber, and I need to get as close to that red cone as I can. Time to move the rears back uphill, get this front end settled through it and dig. Pulled my front tires just a little bit to get that front end to really bite into these rocks. Very steep, using every bit of wheelbase that I have. Work the rears through, get the front steered through, and wouldn't you know it, we got ourselves a clean bonus. So that was awesome. So right now my total score is sitting at -10. Here we go through gate number 4. This one was not easy, and even with rear steer was a real challenge. I don't know if anybody with a drag axle got through there clean. I'd be very impressed if they do. If they did, good on you, because that's a tough gate. So as you can see, sneaking that around with the rear steer, going nice and slow so that I don't mess things up. Got a little bit of overdrive pulling that front end into there. Smooth, work our way around that gate number 4, and then we're on to number 5 and 6, which are kind of like right in a row. There's a lot of little pockets on this rock climb face, so you don't want to let a tire drop in and get diffed out on your climb. That can kill all your forward momentum. But I also know that the next gate after this, I want to start turning passenger right out of this gate. So I'm working my way over to get myself lined up better for the next gate in line. We're going to see that here in just 1 second. Yep, got it. Actually, that was all to avoid a pocket on that driver's side. I apologize. This gate, I worked way back over driver to keep both driver tires up on top of that ledge. That way I didn't have to climb them at a later point. Work that rear through, not a problem. So I am driving two-handed while recording myself with a GoPro. I use my right hand to control a potentiometer on my Flysky GT5 controller. Got one tire up in the air. I know my car pretty well. I know that it's going to settle back out looking at the terrain. Wiggle in the servo, give it some more throttle. Car settles right back down. That was awesome. Get myself as close as I can up to the top cone on gate 7. It's always best to stay closer to the high cones on a off-camber one because your car is most likely going to slide downhill. This one, I had to get my fronts up and planted and then just blip the throttle enough to get the skid plate up and over to make sure that I didn't end up bellied out there. Don't want to drive into the wall, throw it in front dig, pull the front end around, work my rears out as far as I can so I can get myself squared up for gate number 9. Dustin points out right here that I have a perfect score going, so don't mess it up now, which of course added a lot of pressure. Don't want to hit gate number 9. And I had my questions about gate number 10, so working our way into here. Luckily with the rear steer car, I can really hit any line that I want. And I considered dropping off the driver's side and then making a 90-degree corner up into the gate 10, but I decided to try and side hill through here. It's a little bit more of a side hill than it looks on camera. Got the front through clean. Time to swing that rear down and around and through gate number 10 for our first perfect run with the Axial Tiger Capra. Super excited, and you can see on my face there, I was pretty happy with myself, which I think justifiably so. I hadn't done a perfect run before, so clean bonus was worth -10. No reverses, no uprights, none of that. Had a great time on course, and after that I was feeling really good. Unfortunately, I followed this up with Class 2, and I brought out my Rock Pirate wagon, which is an SCX-10-2 base truck. I had recently switched out the skid plate to an SCX-10 skid, simply for the fact of refreshing it and making it new again. Well, I think I got something wrong, and my upper rear link mounts ripped off of the skid plate side of the truck. I'll throw a little clip in here. Rear axle's done. I got the truck really bound. That's definitely on me. And I tried to throttle through, which is not a good call. Definitely just take the reverse point if you're in that situation. But ended up breaking the truck on gate number 5 of course number 1. So I didn't have anything to show you guys for class 2. So this is really going to be the only video. And then we're going to round it out. I'm just going to do the raw audio on this next one. It is me and my stepdad out there running a truck that has 2 controllers. One of the drivers has the throttle on their controller. The other one has the steering. It's a 5-gate course. You drive through 5 gates and then you swap controllers and drive the course backwards. It's a Red Cat Gen 7. Thanks, Cameron, for bringing that out. It's a fun toy. They ended up running a competition and giving away a small prize for a couple of people, whoever could lay down the best score with that. We were one of the first ones to do it. We had no idea really what a good score would be, and ended up not winning, but we had a great time. There was a lot of laughs had on course. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. Like always, you can hit the affiliate links down below to help support my channel. You can pick up a West Desert Wheeler shirt, which I need to, man. I'm not even rocking my own merch right now. We'll see you guys in the next one. Keep the rubber side down.
Can't steer.
Let's go.
Ready, set, go.
All right, there we go. Creep, slow down. Nice. Okay, let's roll. Nice and easy through here. Yep. Keep going. I'm gonna drive low, get us set up for 3. Yep. A little more throttle. That's it. Drive high and swing it down. And then up to 4. Liking it so far. Good steady throttle. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta take it back up. Nope, we don't. Keep it rolling. Nice and easy here. Okay, 3, 4, and then 5's it down. So we'll drive all the way out of 5, and then we'll switch where it's flat. Okay, there's that. I'll take throttle. We'll take off now. Okay. Nice, good work. Going back through 4. Creep through 4. Clean. I'll get ready to give it a little throttle if I need to.
Do we want to come back at this?
Hang on, let me jump down. I'll see if we need to reverse. I think if we just back up a little, so turn the other way.
What if I just go out and turn around?
I think we can get it if we just back up a little bit. So we'll take a reverse. We go a little further than I think we need to. Okay, turn the other way. Okay. Straighten out a little. Turn towards me. Okay, go out, swinging around. Turn uphill. You want to throttle through?
Did we clear that?
I didn't hit the cone. I would kind of call it a cone though. I think we're gonna need a reverse here. No. Hang on, straighten up. There you go, now turn uphill. There it is. Okay, swing wide. Set yourself up for 2. Turn into it now. Okay, we got a reverse here. That's it. There we go. There you go. Looking good. Turn. Okay. Let's see what our time is. I think we did pretty good.
I think we did all right.
3.5 minutes for 10 gates with 2 drivers. That's not too bad. That was fun.
That was way fun.